How do you copy the success stories of other parents who are reunited? That's a question I get asked all the time as the director of the Erasing Family documentary about kids reuniting, about a kid of high conflict divorce who healed myself and my whole family, and now as a coach at Reversing Parental Alienation, where I help moms and dads reunite with kids who are 10 years old, who are 30 years old, who they have some contact with and the kid hates them and is really annoying and is demanding money and is demanding things and walking over your boundaries and just being kind of rude, to kids where there has been no contact for 14 years. That's been our record so far. We reunited a mom, 14 years no contact. Comment, connect if you want to reunite. And I'll start giving the talk and answering questions when I get a few people commenting connect on the chat. Because it is so important to claim that you want to reunite. If you are on YouTube, you can also comment, but the best thing is to go to our description if you're on YouTube and click on the link for more information. So if you comment connect, you're going to get our secret guide to how you reunite. It's only 25 minutes, but I want you to promise something, moms and dads. You're gonna watch it. So many parents we send the guide to and they say, I'm busy, I have a problem. And this is the first lesson I want to give you. The parents who reunite quickly, who reunite with joy, know that they have to put in some effort. The methods I teach make connecting, reuniting, healing your family fun, joyful, easy. It turns a complex problem to something simple. But if you're not willing to put in a little bit of effort, they won't work. And the first effort is spending just 25 minutes to watch a video. And as a child, it makes me so sad when parents say, I don't have the time for this. And then they go on Facebook and say, I can't see my kids. I'm alienated. My kids hate me. I'm so sad. I want to kill myself. Blah, 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 blah. And then like, do you have 25 minutes to learn how to solve this? And they say, I'm busy. I don't have time. My phone doesn't work. So this is the first lesson. Whatever energy you put out there, your kid will put out that exact energy at 10% or less. So you're like, I'm not sure if this is the right program. Your kid is saying, I'm not sure if I should reach out to my mom. It's a lot of effort and work. I'm not sure if I want to reach out. It's a lot of effort and work. Your kids copy what you do. And if you are doubtful, if you're afraid, if you're fearful, and instead of asking a question, you just say, I'm not sure, your kid, instead of asking a question, finding out and investigating how you are, they're not going to reach out. This is the biggest secret. So many parents say, why doesn't my kid reach out? Why doesn't my kid text me? Why doesn't my kid answer? And the parent has been doing too little outreach, or their outreach is annoying and kind of stalkery, or the parent is such a hot mess, the kids want to stay away from them. So all the parents, we need to heal. You need to learn how to forgive yourself, which is the first step in the program, feeling hopeful. I've reunited parents who were alcoholics, but got sober. And then it's like, how do we show your kid that you've changed? But if you don't take the leap of saying, I'm going to fix this, nothing's going to change. This is the other big mistake parents make. I was going to do lessons, but I'm going to talk first about mistakes. They wait for something to happen to take action. So I was talking to a mom, she talked to me in February, didn't do anything, didn't sign up for the roadmap. And then a week ago, she signs up, she's like, I need an emergency session, I need to talk to my friends, it's all time sensitive. I'm like, well, where were you 3 months ago? Oh, well, nothing was happening, my daughter wasn't reaching out. When nothing is happening, that's the time to learn, okay? That's the time to prepare because you never know when they're gonna reach out. So the parents who reunite, they're prepared for anything, they know how to respond to anything. Who here would love to feel that they can't make a mistake again? Be free from the fear of making a mistake. This is so important to reunite. Jody says, right here, Ginger's program completely transformed our lives. We've been suffering from a severe case for over 13 years. Her program works, her technique works. I have to be ready to let go of shame and guilt and willing to do the work. Wow, thanks, Jody. So the first thing that parents who reunite do is they make a decision that they want to reunite. Because if you're doubtful, if you're like, maybe I don't deserve it, I've made too many mistakes, nothing will work. If you say nothing will work, my case is hopeless, what your kids are hearing in this moment, especially, there's always an energetic bond, especially with you mommies who are listening. Because your child came from you. They can feel you. So if you say this is impossible, I've made too many mistakes, your kid picks up, this is impossible, it's not worth it, it's not worth trying, mommy made too many mistakes, mommy's a bad mommy. That's not what the message you want to hear. That's not the message you want to send out to your child. You want them to hear, I am healed. I'm ready to step into your role as mom, your role as dad. I'm here to comfort you. I have healed, so now I can help you heal by sharing an example. That's the other thing that parents who reunite do. They lead by example. They stop trying to say, how do I prove what happened? How do I share evidence? Evidence is for court, it's not for your kids, and the courts don't work. So many of you listening to this know that the courts don't work. So what I have found is that kids do not reunite with a weak mom who walks on eggshells. They do not reunite with mommy ATM. They reunite with loving, strong, healthy mommy. And by showing up lovingly, healthily, and strongly with strength, the alienation will also stop. So that's the other thing reunited parents do. They get the alienation to stop. And now everyone says, well, they'll never stop, they'll never change. I said, we're not getting the alienator to change. We are changing their behavior by changing our behavior. I reunited a dad, 1.5 years, no contact with his daughter. Mom puts a restraining order on the dad so he can't contact the daughter. Mom is a police officer in New York City. Mom tries to kill dad twice, and the police won't do anything about it because try getting a New York City police officer arrested by the New York City police. And when he came to me, he's like, the restraining order is going to drop, and I'm going to go into court. I've been saving my money for a lawyer, and I am going to demand that the court gives me visitation. I said, you can always do that. Would you give me a few months to help you find a non-court solution? We worked on himself first, healing his anger, his resentment, his hurt, his pain. Then he reached out to the mom. Instead of saying, I need to see my daughter, I demand, he showed up differently, asked her what she needed, was kind to her without being a doormat. Then she let him talk to his daughter on the phone. Then they all went out to dinner together. Then the mom let her see her dad for a few days, like during the day, and now he has regular overnights. No court order. And that's an extreme case. That's like attempted murder, someone who's powerful, has a corrupt police department behind them. Within 4 months, he was seeing his daughter. I'm working with a mom right now, totally abusive narcissistic ex. Who here has been abused by a narcissistic ex? You can just drop in the chat me, or if you haven't already, write connect, okay? And she was a doormat to her ex. She has a restraining order against him. The kids are teenagers, and he's like, why'd you put a restraining order? And she doesn't know what to say. And I'm like, you can say because you're an abusive piece of shit. How about that? Have a little backbone. But when I met her, she was going, get this. He was like, if you meet with me, I'll arrange a meeting with your sons. So she starts meeting with him. They sent 180 text messages to each other in a month, which is what he wants because he's abusive, right? And when she starts working with me, this has been going on for months. I'm like, have you met your kids yet? And she goes, no. I'm like, so why are you talking to your ex? Well, he says, and I'm like, what's the first rule of a hostage situation? She goes, I don't know, be nice. I'm like, proof of life. Oh, you're that powerful? You say you can arrange a meeting with my sons who live with you? Let's do it. He didn't do it. So she said, I'm blocking you. Why are you blocking me? Because you're abusive and you have no power here. And she started showing up with power, and she went to visit her son in college, and her son just came over today. She just told me this, came over today and relaxed into a hug with her. Imagine your kids relaxing into a hug with you. Wouldn't that be amazing? So thank you. Have a good night. I hope you all reunite soon. Reach out with questions, and I hope you take that next step. Remember, parents who reunite aren't scared. They take action. Bye.